to thank the convention. Order of business, nominate endorsing mayoral candidates. What we do is we'll do nominations. If there's a contest, we'll have speeches up to 15 minutes each, and a 60% majority is needed for endorsement. So at this point, nominations are open for mayoral endorsement. Delegate at microphone 2, please state your point.
I'm Aiden Coleman from Ward 2, and I'm proud to nominate for mayor my dad, Chris Coleman.
Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Just making sure. Are there any further nominations? One moment. Nominations are closed.
I'm here to second the nomination for Mayor Coleman. I'm part of the EMS Academy, wanted to graduate from the EMS Academy. The EMS Academy is a program provided for young individuals who would like to enter the EMS field. And I'm one of the graduates. I just certified as an EMT, so now I'm working with the St. Paul Fire Department. And because of the leadership of Mayor Coleman, that we are here today. Mayor Coleman understands that we, as students, like to reach our dreams and also reach our full potential. And I personally want to thank him. Thank you.
My name is Joanne Clark, and I'm a delegate from Ward 7, and I am proud to second the nomination of Chris Coleman for the mayor of St. Paul. Many of you know, I, along with Reverend Miller, have started Thinking College early in 2005 in partnership with St. Paul Public School. Each fall, Reverend Miller and I load up a busload of kids and take them on a college tour, particularly historic Black College. And I can tell you, it has been a remarkable success. One of my favorite part of the experience is watching young brothers and sisters who look on with excitement as their older siblings board the bus, knowing that one day they will be on the trip too. And with us every year for the send-off, it has been Mayor Coleman. Many of you know Mayor Coleman, who works so hard to build the Penfield project and who have worked tirelessly advocating for the Central Corner. But the Chris that I know visits college fairs, students, and inspire them to dream big and go far. The Chris Coleman I know call for our community to close the achievement gap. Mayor Coleman, he fights for kids, he fights for all St. Paul kids. Not only the high achievement, but he also fights for special education students. My daughter who teaches special ed every day for St. Paul School. This mayor understands that looking good, a city has to be good. I am proud to introduce Mayor Coleman, and maybe next year, Mayor Coleman, for our 10th anniversary, maybe you'll go as a chaperone.
I am not committing to be a chaperone on that trip just yet. But I am here to ask for your nomination for another term as the mayor of the city of St. Paul. I want to thank my son Aiden for placing my name in nomination. You know, when I started in this job, Aiden was 11 years old, and just last Wednesday he graduated from Highland Park Senior High School. My daughter Molly was 14, and just yesterday she left to be an intern in Senator Klobuchar's office in Washington, D.C. And Connie, as she was back then, is still 35 years old. So we have marked this passage of time not just in things that have happened in our own lives, but things that have happened across the city of St. Paul. And it has been a truly remarkable transformation in the city that we have done together. It has not been any one individual, it has not been any one group, it has been the entire city coming together to make this happen. It's been the incredible support that I've received by our great leaders on the St. Paul City Council, including Council President Kathy Landry. It has been the incredible leadership that we have had from our St. Paul legislative delegation, including Senate President Sandy Pappas. It has been with community support and community demands to have and build a better St. Paul. So that when we built the light rail line across the city, it wasn't just serving people moving from downtown St. Paul to downtown Minneapolis, but it served the people across the entire corridor. And we made sure that we had stops for those that were transit dependent. We built great things in downtown St. Paul, and we're in the process of opening the Lund's grocery store and the Penfield housing, and we'll break ground on the stadium in downtown St. Paul. But we haven't just done it in downtown. We've done it across the city. We have done it in Highland Park as we began the work of rebuilding the Ford site. We've done it on the east side at the Hams Brewery as we brought in organic farming, and we had Flat Earth coming in there to build a brewery over on the east side. We've done it at the great new restaurant on Payne Avenue, Ward 6, where private investors have seen the opportunity on Payne Avenue, they've seen the hope of the east side, and they want to be a part of its future. We see it at the Schmidt Brewery, where we're building artist housing to make sure that that part of the neighborhood, that part of the city, has a great new base upon which to grow. Across the city, we have seen many changes, and we've seen them during the worst economic recession in the history of this country since the Great Depression. So when I look forward over what we can accomplish these next 4 years, I know that there are great things ahead. But elections are not just times to look back and pat yourself on the back for what you've accomplished. It is what is the work that is still to be done. And we know that in the city of St. Paul, our work can never be done. Our job is never finished. We cannot rest until we close the achievement gap that exists in this city, in this state, and in this country. So with your nomination, with your support, with the support of the DFL party that I've been so proud to grow up in and have had the endorsement in the past for every race that I've won, I ask that we double and redouble our commitment to make sure that we close the achievement gap. We can no longer be a city where 50% of our kids of color are not graduating from high school on time. We can no longer be a city where you are 3 times more likely to be unemployed if you are a person of color than if you were a white person. We can no longer be a city that has people crowded onto the floors of the Dorothy Day shelter and not having a place to call home when they go to bed at night. This is the work of our city. This is the work that I pledge to. This is the work that we will do together as I seek a 4th term. I have had a great 8 years. I have had a lot of fun. It hasn't always been easy. There have been some challenges. But I know that together, any challenge that we face can be overcome. The city of St. Paul is great. It's getting better. It will be at its best when we work together. I ask for your nomination. I thank you for your support. Let's move forward. Let's build a fantastic St. Paul.
Nominate Mayor Chris Coleman by acclamation.
Is there a second? There's a second. The motion is to nominate Chris Coleman by acclamation. Is there any discussion? Oh, I'm sorry. Endorsed by acclamation. Let me make sure I say that correctly. All right. Seeing no discussion. All those in favor of endorsing Mayor Chris Coleman by acclamation, say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. The ayes have it, and we have nominated Chris Coleman for endorsement. And with that, Mayor Coleman has 5 minutes.
I don't need 5 minutes to say thank you, because I could say, I actually would like to say thank you all individually. But what I want to do is pledge to you that I do not take this endorsement for granted. I do not take this election for granted. I do not take the work that we have ahead of us for granted. So today we start working together. And with the slate that we will endorse for the school board this afternoon, I will make sure that as the leader of that ticket, we will elect our DFL endorsed candidates for school board this fall, that we will work together with the county, with the state, with the school district, and do what we need to do on behalf of our city. So today I want to say thank you, particularly the City DFL Chair, Darren Tobel. Thank you so much, Darren, for your work. For all the volunteers, let's give the volunteers a round of applause for checking us in and doing everything that we need to do. Thank you so much for your endorsement. Let's work together. Let's elect the DFL team this fall. Thank you very much.